Welcome back to another Tiger Style podcast. We're live at Harpo's this evening. Got a great night for you guys. Thanks for joining us. We've got Bo Bayman and Coach Smith in the house. As always, appreciate you guys taking the time to talk together, hang out.
Yep, second time doing it live.
It is.
Getting ready for the season. How's practice been? Now that we're thankfully close to starting, actually.
It's cold out. The
Yeah,
weather's turning.
It's getting to wrestling weather.
Yeah.
But practice is great. They working hard. They've been together since June, so they should have it figured out by now. But
Tired of going against one another?
they're sick and tired of each other, so they're ready. They're ready for November 2nd.
I think that's what Coach Dom's the most excited for, them to wrestle somebody else instead of each other.
I mean, you get to this point of the season, and that's what it's at. I mean, they know that it's go time. They know it's hard to imagine, but we're less than 2 weeks away from going, and that's what you need to go. Yeah, I mean, there's no more black and gold. We talked about that and made the decision to bring in Central Methodist, Central Missouri, Drury, Maryville, and Missouri Valley on the 2nd, which is going to be great for wrestling in the state.
It is.
And instead of, again, wrestling yourself, you get to see somebody else.
It's going to be a great weekend because it's a lot of the teams that wrestle college wrestling in the state. We promoted it to USA Missouri, so they're going to get clubs and high school teams are coming. I know the coaches clinic is going to be that weekend right here right in our room. So we're going to have a lot of the high school coaches there. So it'll be a really good weekend to celebrate college wrestling in the state of Missouri.
Were the other coaches pretty excited to do it when you came up with this idea?
It's a lot easier now because we work out together with our regional training center. Maryville has been coming down at least a couple times a month, sometimes once a week, to work out with us, and Central Methodist was a part of it. So they look at it, yes, it's a challenging, event for them, but they get to compete in the Hearns. They can tell kids they're competing against Missouri, but they're also going to have other matches against each other, so it's going to be a good event.
Do they look forward to that only because, as we always say on this podcast, iron sharpens iron, and if they go up against some of these guys, they think they're getting better?
Yes.
And they know they're getting better.
And I think they work out with us all summer, so I don't think there's any. We respect them. They come in and battle with us, so it's going to be a good event.
Just to give you kind of a layout of the day, there's going to be 3 mats laid out in the Hearn Center. And this is something similar you've done before. You've had Missouri duels with other colleges, but there'll be 3 mats going, 3 duels, 3 rounds. And so we won't wrestle all of the teams. We'll have 3 duels, and I believe those are Drury, Maryville, and Central Methodist. But those outside mats will have some other good duels going on, and those start at 12 o'clock on November 2nd. So you got 12 o'clock, 1:30, and 3 p.m. What do you want to see that day?
I yell at the guys every day, offense, attack, let's get after it, and they better be ready because they get to wrestle somebody else than their teammates in the room. So just getting after it, what we've been working on all summer, all fall, just competing and having fun. When's
the last time you had 3 mats in the Hearns?
Was it Show Me's? Show Me State Games this summer?
Okay. That doesn't count.
All right, that's the last time.
The MAC?
The MAC tournament, yes.
The MAC
yeah.
I don't know what year that was.
Well,
way back when.
Definitely excited to get those teams in here. It should be a great crowd with all of them being from Missouri, all the colleges, university. Most of those kids, I would imagine, are in-state kids.
Yeah, so you'll get a lot of their high schools coming out to support and see their kids wrestle. So, and even the clubs, too. When I talked with the club directors, they were really excited about it a few weeks ago, and they're going to be bringing the young kids out to see it. Seeing some of the kids that grew up in that club now competing at the college level in the Hearns, it'll be fun for them.
Speaking of clubs, that's also youth night or youth day. So if you guys want to bring your clubs, your teams, your groups, get a hold of one of us, somebody on staff will get you connected with the right people. So
Don't we have some guys doing a clinic in the morning?
There is a clinic in the morning. They're all right.
They're all right?
They're all right. We've got Coach Keegan O'Toole and Jarrett Jakes doing a clinic that morning. So make sure that you guys got to purchase a ticket to the event to participate in the clinic. So make sure you get those tickets and it's signed up for the clinic, or just show up, I guess. Show up early and learn from the best.
9:30.
9:30. Might do a little autographs at the end or something. I don't know. Keegan, what do you got on the agenda? Okay, he's going to do some
He's got
autographs.
thumbs up.
All right.
He's ready.
Hey, you talked about fall and summer. A couple of weeks ago, Tim Tebow came and spoke to the group. First of all, how did that come together? And second of all, what did he say? What was his message?
Well, we always have a staff meeting on Monday with all the wrestling people, and I just said, hey, SEC Nation's coming. And I looked at the staff. I said, let's get Tim Tebow to come in and talk. And they looked at me like always, like I'm crazy. And I said, Keegan, you're young. You can figure out how to get into his social media or something. Try to figure out how to get a hold of him. But Jess actually knew a person that works with him, got a hold of him. He ends up just saying, yes, I'll come. Because everybody's
awesome.
like, how'd you do that? We just asked.
Yeah, right.
And
He was here, so.
he came up, and I showed him the Netflix video of when the Gators were wrestling in practice, and he was talking about that how insane it was. They had injuries, and I said, you had to participate in all that, they would get on mats and just, you had to get off the square or something, and it was crazy. But he sent a really good message just about leadership, and when he was a freshman, how there was the alpha male there who was a senior linebacker, one of the best guys in the country, and how he was in his hip pocket and wanted to learn everything from him, and how that he gained the respect of him, which then he gained the respect of the team, and then it just went from there, and he became, he wins the Heisman, leads them to a couple national titles. He was a pretty amazing. And then, of course, he gets drafted in the first round. But he was giving us all about that message, just about the importance of leadership and bringing your team up.
I tell you, the other thing that goes along with that, with him especially, he brings that message, but you have guys come in all the time, whether it's small group, whether it's large group. You're always motivating the guys, whether it's a book you've read or whatever, right?
Well, yeah, and we've had a lot of different guest speakers this fall. We had one of the leaders of Beck's Seed Company come in, and he was a former athlete, and give a message. And former guys will come back, and it's good to hear messages from the outside that to be successful isn't much different than what we're doing. It's the same message, but in a different career that they've chosen. So I think it's good. We do our Mental Mondays, and it's good. And I know Keegan did it this week, and then the first day I get back, I wasn't there for it. Everybody's late to practice, so I said, "What'd you teach in the Mental Monday?" And he said, doing the little things right and commitment, and so he failed.
That's all right.
Way to call him out.
It's all right. We have fun.
Hey, would you have recruited Tebow for wrestling if you would have seen him take down Aiden like he did?
He would be a dominant 184-pounder.
He was huge.
Yes, he was big. He was 230, 240.
Well,
he'd be a good heavyweight.
His message was awesome. I got to reiterate that. That was really cool, and talking about how sometimes it's not always fun or easy to be the leader. So that was good, and a lot of good questions from our team. But moving on to the next event after the Missouri Duels, we've got the Tiger Style Invite, which I'm super excited for. We've got this event coming, not really back, but coming to Columbia.
First time, because it's been at Staley High School for, was it 3-4 years we did it there? So it's great that we can not have to load the truck up and take it to Kansas City and then getting back late. Now we're going to have our home crowd right there, enjoy the day, and it's a special day too, because we're going to have things for Jaden Cox is going to be there, and we're going to honor him, and then we're going to have alumni weekend too. So it's going to be a special weekend.
We're getting close to about 100 alumni, I think.
That's awesome.
Signed up for that weekend. You got the Texas A&M game there on Saturday, and then the tournament, the Tiger Style Invite on Sunday. What do you think? We've got a little bit different lineup as far as teams this year. It's going to be these guys better be ready to go.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of, I think every team's ranked right there, close to the top 25, with South Dakota State, Purdue, Oklahoma, Little Rock, and us. So, and every team will bring a lot of guys. So it'll be a good day, running it on 3 mats. Everybody will get 3-4 matches. but it'll be a very competitive tournament with each team brings lots of ranked opponents, and so it'll be good. I'm excited for it, right? We get the duels the first time, then we're hitting a tournament, and it'll prepare us, which we'll run into the following week for the national duels.
Is there any sort of like special messaging or just kind of consistency, I guess, for our training when you open up with something, that's tough like that?
It is, but our whole schedule is tough.
Yeah.
I mean, when you go down the wire, everybody in the Big 12 that we wrestle is very, very good. Even in our national duels, we're going to be wrestling Iowa in the first round. We have another match out in, Francis Howell High School, where we're going to be wrestling, I think, number 2 Nebraska. So our schedule, it never gets easy. So you're just prepared. I mean, our practice room is tough. And you just think of it, I'm just going to wrestle tough people. So when you get to the NCAA, it's just, here we go, another match. I'm ready for this.
With Little Rock, Oklahoma, Purdue, and South Dakota State coming, and the alumni there, I think it's going to be a great day just because we've had alumni weekend in duels, and they get pumped for that. But to me, it's more wrestling for them to watch.
Yeah.
So especially with the guys who come back, makes it really worth their while to come back.
Yeah, and I've talked with a lot of them. I've threatened them. That's how I'm getting them to come here. But they are excited because they're going to get to see a lot of the young guys wrestle, too. We've had a great recruiting class come in, all these young freshmen, and then we have a couple transfers coming in, and they haven't seen them wrestle. So in one day, they're going to get to see everybody wrestle multiple times and really see the makeup of the team and know who these guys are and actually get to meet them at practice on Saturday and spend time with them.
I know you'll be pretty focused with the event and everything that's going on that weekend, but you've been here now. You're going into 28 or 29. You're
28.
28th season.
Push
Sorry,
it.
I won't push it.
Who's counting?
Even though we did have a birthday recently. But anyways, you've got nearly 100 alumni coming back. And I know you won't get to see them or talk to them a whole lot over the weekend, but what does that mean for you? You've built something so consistent, so special here, and for all these guys to come back year after year, what does that mean?
It means they were committed, which they all were, committed to the program, and they bought into the lifestyle of Tiger Style. And I always tell these guys when I'm recruiting them, it's not a 5-year commitment, it's a lifetime. And that you're going to enjoy coming back and supporting the next generation of Tiger Style and being a part of it and continuing to live it in your lives as a father, as a husband, as a, whatever you're doing in your career. And, that's the funny thing is when I wrote the book, my book, I wanted to call it Coach, I'm Living It, because I got that idea because every time I talk to the former guys or I'm at their places, when I would go up to Ben's and he would have the guys staying over for the weekend and we hang out by the fire pit and they're talking stories and but they're like, Coach, I'm still living and I'm doing it this way. And that's special, and I think they just feel that and they want it. And I tell them now, especially with Ben going through that issue, that it's even more important that we get together more. That even if it's just the once a year, that we come together as a team in a program where you get to see the young ones, but they get together and see each other because it's hard. They have their families, their kids, their careers, but if they can do that one weekend and get together, it reminds them of what a special time it was here and what they did and what they created and being a part of it. And I think that's why they continue to come back. And I know my staff, you guys do an amazing job of helping connect them year-round, all throughout the year with emails and calls and different things like that. So it takes a lot of work, but it's special. It's a special group.
Definitely worth it. And they pay attention, too. They follow us. We got to have a couple of them meet with the team and talk with the team when we went up to Wisconsin last year and we went to Nashville. We got to see Chandler, and they pay attention. They watch consistently, and they had some feedback.
Yeah, they always do. I mean, Ben jumped on them in Wisconsin. Michael was, gave him a good talk. I know I still hear from Woodley and all the guys. Mark Ellis, I probably get a text from every week, and so it's just really, it's a great group of guys that I got to be a part of their lives, but they continue to be a part of the program in my life.
Well, for any alumni that are not signed up, make sure that you get back to Columbia.
Yeah,
get
right.
back here, hang out with the team, watch some football, watch some wrestling, get signed up. We're excited to welcome all of those back home. But moving on to the next thing, national duels, back on the schedule.
The return of the national duels.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that?
It needed to come back. I mean, is it the perfect timing? No, but we needed to get it going again. It's, we're never going to take away the national tournament, which they always call it the crown jewel, the end of the year, but national duels is easier for fans to follow. Nobody's going to, an average fan isn't going to sit and watch 3 days of 12 hours a day of wrestling at the national tournament, the individual. But the national duels will draw big crowds. It's going to, they're investing $1 million in prize money this year and having it at the big arena, that it's going to take off. It's going to grow every year, and we need to. People forget that college football is not an NCAA championship sport, and everybody thinks that it is, but it isn't. They crown them it was the BCS, and now it's and they get to keep all that money. And what we're doing right now is kind of replicating what they did. That, if we have this event and it grows and it gets picked up by an ESPN or an ABC, and they want to cover it, all these duels, and then the prize money invested, and you start getting sponsors for it, it grows, then the money gets bigger and bigger, and it becomes a big event. And ADs are going to be making their teams go to it for all the prize money that'll be given out. And it's great when you can sit in a place like this and the TV's on and there's team versus team.
Yep.
And you can watch it and see with the breaks, and you're wrestling in the morning and maybe in the evening, and then the next day they can promote the matchups because they know the matchups that are going to occur. This 25-pounder is going to wrestle this team, and it's this 25-pounder, and here's the background with that. It's not in the individual tournament. You don't know who's wrestling because you don't know who's going to win each round. So it's fun. The build-up with us with Iowa has already started. I've seen that. That's fun.
Yeah, I was going to say, what do you know? 30,000-foot view, but what do you know about the Hawkeyes?
Don't know anything. I know our guys. We're going to show up and we're going to battle.
And early in the season, it's more about that, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's about, hey, go do what you need to do. Don't worry about the other guy.
It may be the last time there was a real national duels was Iowa versus Missouri.
Yeah, I think that's right.
I think it was at Carver Hawkeye. Who won that?
I think the Tigers did.
Yeah.
I know I've heard you mention this, but it's almost an advantage. This is at the BOK Center. We've been there. We've gone there. We're going to be there.
You'll be there again, yeah.
It's where we have the Big 12s. So I know Cam likes that. He gets to go back home to Tulsa, and a couple other guys, Gage, and all the guys from there. So it's a way to get in the building. We'll have some young guys wrestling and get in the building where the Big 12s are going to be, and I look at everything as like preparation for the Big 12s and nationals, and we can prep taking the sleeper bus down to Tulsa, competing, staying in the same hotel, doing all those things, and then when we hit it in March again, we've been there and done that earlier in the season. So everything's a preparation for it.
All right, we got some viewer questions for you. Did you know
Lord.
that?
Okay.
Okay. The first one says, who are your favorite wrestlers to watch go live in the room?
What time period?
Whatever you pick.
Let's go now and then all time.
Okay, now? Right now? If I'm watching Kendrick kill somebody, so that's always enjoyable. I can stick him with somebody I'm mad at, and he can take care of them. But then probably anybody cage wrestling, because it's like never the same move, and you're just hoping somebody doesn't die. And then probably if I get to see, there's a lot of good matchups in our room, a lot of good battles. But if I go back to the past, it would be when Max and Ben would actually go at it. And there probably wouldn't be a takedown forever because they'd be in a scramble for a half an hour, and I'd get mad at them. And then there were some other fun ones. Matt Pell could score on everybody. And one of the people that was the hardest to score on was Marable. And when Pell, we'd go you got to get 5 takedowns. Pell would be running the outside wall after a minute. He would take 5 guys down or whatever, 5 takedowns in about a minute, and be like bouncing around, and I'd be like, man, that guy's a freak, and he was. He loved those days because he was getting his 5 takedowns in about a minute. But that's a good question.
What do you think will be the most challenging matchup this season?
The first one, and then the next one. Every day in the practice, every day is a challenge, and you have to approach it that way. That everybody's going to show up to wrestle us, and you got to be prepared and do things consistently. And I mean, I know that sounds like cliche, but you have to be. You got to be consistent through the season, and we don't have any easy matches, so you just got to go through it and battle every day and be consistent, so you're consistent at the end when we hit Cleveland.
This one's from Noah Certain's mom. How many days would it take you to escape from Noah Certain?
Oh, about 5 seconds. I'd fat man roll him.
Grab his neck?
Yeah. I like that one, though.
I know.
Nasty.
Oh, man.
And then it says, can you talk about the transfer portal and sort of how it's the wild, wild west now?
It is. It's good when they brought in the portal and the NIL. You know, there were, I think they had a reason for doing it, and it has kind of gone crazy. And so, do I think kids should be able to work and do things? I remember when Jaden Cox wrote a song called One More, and if you look it up on YouTube, he wrote it for the university. He had to put that song in his mom's name because the university was going to take it from him, because as a student athlete, he couldn't make money on a song or do something. And I'm like, that's where they lost their mind, the NCAA. And there was a kid that was making music or something at Colorado, a punt returner, and he left football because he was making more money in that. And they should be allowed to do those things. Now it's just gotten out of control where we've become the Wild West with the amount of money people are throwing, but it's good for the athletes.
Yeah.
But with the portal, you know, we hit it this year, and we picked up two outstanding young men that I know you're going to interview in a bit, but that was good for us. And you know, we lost a couple left because, you know, one of them left because he wasn't sure if he was going to make the team, and another one left because he wanted more money. I mean, let's be honest, that's what he wanted, and that's what's going to start happening more and more in this world, and it's happening in football and basketball, and it all trickles down to us. Hopefully the people in charge, I don't know if they know what they're doing, but they can bring it back in, and there can be some, because I also know, I was just reading a book on famous people in America and how they got used by the system, and I've talked with Coach Gates about it too, just how with the amount of money some of these kids are making, who's watching over them? Are they paying their taxes? Is the management of them? You know, we were talking about one day that with the amount of money, there's gambling is becoming legal in Missouri. Gamblers are going to get involved as agents and people to control these kids. Drug dealers and people like that want to see that because of the money. And it's some scary times of what could happen if it isn't controlled. And I mean, I know of kids that have been promised different things, and then they're like, I never saw it. So it has to be brought back in, but that's my take on it.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to argue that. I mean, it's a little out of control right now, and the thing that worries me too is if you have programs that can spend more than others, guess what you're going to end up with? You're going to end up with super programs.
Yeah, it's always been that way though.
Sure.
It's just now it's just changed
legal.
Where it's wide open.
Yeah.
How do you keep, and we've got tremendous guys that are going to come up and talk with us, but how do you keep that balance with culture? You've built something over a period of time that has just been special, and you don't want that to drop off.
No, and we work hard at it. It starts when we start recruiting them. They're learning about the culture of Tiger Style, and then when they get here, it's every day, you know, talking about it, especially on Mondays and living it, and then the Grateful Fridays and doing those things. All those things are about the culture and keeping it and living the standards and keeping up with it. So but the great thing is that we have great leadership. We had 7 guys meet with me all summer and come to my house and every week, and then I know they were doing things as a team. So you can have a team and just do practice and just a couple things like that. We do more. I know that. And it's important to us that our guys, there's relationship between our guys, that they care about each other. They're going to help each other. They're going to hold each other accountable too, which sometimes in a family, you're going to fight with each other. When I say fight, it's, you know, you can't be doing this, and they're going to pick them up and pull them, back in line, and that has to happen sometimes. And that's the great teams that we have had here have done that.
Definitely.
And that's what I know the leadership of the team right now, they want that. They don't want to go through a season like we had last year. They wanted it to change, and they made the effort for it this summer, and they're continuing in the fall.
I really like the fact that they reached out to the alumni. I thought that was really cool and showed that they were ready for those challenges.
Yeah, they asked me what the teams in the past did, and I told them to reach out to I don't know which year it was, either 2007 or 15, the one that took third and fourth, so they could, hear what they were doing in the summer, and they started doing these competitions and things that they were doing way back when. So it's good. Learn from your, positive past.
Bo?
I was going to say, anything else you want to say before we get these two guys up here?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Be at the match November 2nd.
November 2nd, we're kicking
Starts
it
at
off.
noon. Yeah. So let's bring up Max and Evan right now, and we'll have we'll talk to two of the newest Tigers as they come on up on stage. Keenan will move down. You guys can be in the middle. I hope they're not nervous, Keenan.
Definitely not.
Nah, they're good. They're good.
They're not nervous. No way.
Live on tape.
I did feel like I was getting ready for a match up here, though. All the people in the stands watching. Mac Mauger staring right at me, making me nervous. So, what's going on, fellas?
Not much.
Can you
Having
hear
a
me
good time
okay?
with my boys. Yep. Excited to be here.
Awesome. Well, we just want to we want to spend some time with you, pick your brain, and figure out
Why don't you introduce them to
how
everybody?
things are going. Should we let them introduce
Yeah,
themselves?
sure.
Go ahead.
That's what we let the freshmen do usually.
My name's Evan Bates. I'm from Chesterton, Indiana, and I am a fifth year here at Missouri, transferred from Northwestern. I'm Max Mayfield. I'm from Lincoln, Nebraska, and I'm a 6th year.
Both 125 pounders, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Just checking. Well, hey, you guys were at Northwestern together, and, Max, I'll start with you. It's not easy leaving a place to come to a new place. There's a lot of unknown and everything. What was the whole process like?
It was very stressful.
Yeah.
I think the last thing I wanted to do was leave, but I had to make a change. I wasn't reaching my goals, and so I took a chance on the portal, and I knew that a team like Missouri reached out. I'd take them serious because they put guys on the podium consistently and get good results. So when Smith called me, I knew it would have been a good chance to go there, and once I went on my visit, everything just felt at home, so felt like the right decision.
That's great. And, Evan, is it hard to put your name in the portal? I mean, is that a hard decision to make?
Yeah, I think I did it the last possible day I could. Contemplated a lot. I don't know, a lot of thinking, but I'm happy I did it. But it's definitely a tough decision to leave something where you're comfortable.
Sure. Is it easier with a former teammate, still a teammate?
Well, actually, kind of maybe not want to come here. But, no, it helped for sure.
And what about you, Max? Did that make it a little bit easier? You're going to a new place, new program. You gotta try to fit in, if you will.
Yeah. Well, on my visit, I had a good feeling I'd get along with these guys great. I feel like they're very like-minded, but yeah, I committed pretty early, and I was waiting on Evan. Took him a little while, but I was really trying to convince him, so I'm glad he's over here.
Recruiting from the inside, Keenan.
Was there anything that really was like, I know that's where I'm going, that stood out? Maybe that one thing, coaches, the team, the city, the campus, the whatever it is. Was there anything that really was like, that's my next home?
Yeah. I think the results speak for themselves. We got great coaches here too, so that's something that was really important to me. But I remember walking into practice, coaches brought me in, and multiple guys were coming up to me saying what's up. Aiden was all sweaty, and he came up and started wrestling me. I wasn't too happy about that, but it was coming from a good place. But yeah, it seemed like a great culture here, and a place I could call home.
Evan, what about you? Was there something that really just
I mean, I said main thing is just, the relationships. I mean, since, I don't know, Coach Smith called me, everyone's been incredibly welcoming, and I don't know, I just really saw a place that is similar to what Max said, like-minded people that would help me accomplish my goals, so.
Are the goals new in a new place? You push yourself more? Because you're already out of your comfort zone, so are the goals different or are they the same?
I would say they're about the same. I mean, always had big goals. I just felt like I had a better chance of accomplishing them somewhere new, especially somewhere like Missouri.
Sure. What about you, Max?
Yeah, I think the
Same.
goals, I think for Evan and I, we left to be All-American national champs, and I think the goal is the same. We just seek a different spot to help get the resources to meet us there.
How's the summer been? Different? Workouts been all right?
Yeah, workouts were good. I feel like the summer structure made a lot of sense. I feel like it was good for both Evan and I to get out there and start working on technique and start fine-tuning before preseason. So I feel like we made some pretty big jumps.
Yeah, I'd just say, I don't know, kind of flew by. Once I entered the portal, it's probably the longest I've taken away from wrestling, just not able to practice with the team. So came back in not the shape I wanted to, but hit it hard, and yeah, but like Max said, just grew from the beginning. So
We always ask the guys coming in, do you have a memory from either the summertime or this fall that stands out, something that either a teammate has done, or they're all smiling? I feel like there's something that the people want to know.
You got anything, Evan?
putting us on the spot.
Nothing I feel like I can share right now.
Yeah, I was about to say.
A big crowd, but I will say
Let's keep it clean, right?
I will say that we got a lot of characters on the team, and it pretty much keeps every day very entertaining. So,
How close is this team right now? You guys have been in the room a lot. You're embarking in a week and a half or so on the first finally wrestling somebody else, but how close is this team as you go into battle?
I mean, I don't know, I'm sure pretty much all the guys would say we're very close. And it's kind of crazy. I mean, being a 6th year and 5th year, like, you can talk to freshmen anytime we want, and feel like it's a strong relationship already. So, yeah, it's solid.
It's also probably cool being a leader in a new spot too, because you know that the freshmen are going to ask you questions because you guys have been through it.
yeah, for sure. I feel like it's, we both have a lot of experience, so I feel like we have a lot of good advice to give off to the younger guys. And there's also a decent amount of older guys on the team that have been through the same stuff that we have, but definitely beneficial to have the experience.
Any Coach Smith stories? Anything right away that you're like, whoa, I didn't expect to be down on the track running miles or whatever, anything that stood out?
And again, it's a family show.
I mean, I guess it's kind of crazy that he doesn't own a car.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't think I've ever heard of a grown man not owning a car.
Taking a shot at it.
But I respect it.
He takes the stairs.
Yeah.
We know how it is.
Rides his bike, walks every day. Cold, had a stocking cap on today. Every day doesn't miss. What about you?
Nothing at the top of my head. I feel like the bike and not having a car, it's pretty tough, honestly. But I don't kind of think too crazy at the top of my head.
I kind of felt the same way when I first got here and went to go make like some sort of purchase, and he's like, yeah, I don't have a school credit card. It's like, what do you mean you're the head coach? He said, no, I'll probably lose it. So, yeah, no car, no credit card.
As a caveman.
Caveman, heck of a coach.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, any shout-outs before we let you guys go? Any shout-outs for your family?
Former coaches, family, yeah.
Just like to, I guess, thank my parents. Without them, wouldn't be here.
Perfect.
I don't know. Instilled a lot of good things in me and put a lot of time and effort, so thank you.
Yeah, I guess I'll give a shout out to my parents too. They helped me with the transfer process a little bit, so, and also shout out to the boys, Tiger Style, love you boys.
Represent. So we appreciate you guys, man, spending some time with us. We're gonna swap you out, bring up Denise Smith, Coach Smith's wife, and visit with her a little bit. We've got Women of Tiger Style event coming up next week, so
We got to talk about that.
we got to talk about that.
Guys,
we'll get
thank
off.
you. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Good luck this year.
Thanks.
And now we'll bring up Denise Smith as she comes and tells us about next Thursday night, October 30th. Here, you. Yep, that's you. You'll be just fine.
All right, can you guys hear us? Are we all good? You
All
guys,
good? Okay, sweet. Okay, the first thing that your husband told me to ask is why are the organizational meetings 4 to 5 hours?
That's on my coaches' wives. Too many beverages involved.
That's good, though. And there'll be beverages involved at the event because the event has grown, hasn't it?
It has. It has. It's gone from, we started 3 years ago. Everyone wanted to know more about wrestling. I had all these people asking me, and I was like, all right, let's have an event where we can talk about it and have some fun and give away some things and teach a little bit about the sport of wrestling and why the points go the way they go.
I was going to say, one of the reasons this event happened is because there were a lot of people who said, well, I think I'd like to go, but I don't know anything about it. And so you are teaching them
Yep.
about what they're watching.
Yep. A couple guys will come out and do some demonstrations. I'm sure Keegan remembers a couple of his demonstrations.
and in front of a sold-out group up in the Columns Club.
So yeah, they will learn a little bit about the sport and we'll have fun with it. But also, I mean, it's bringing an awareness to the sport of wrestling,
Yeah.
which is awesome.
And again, the event is October 30th. That's a Thursday night. And tickets still available?
Very few.
Yeah, I was going to say
Very
it's
few.
nearly
been-
sold out.
Oh, Jordan says one.
One ticket?
It's been a great.
Oh,
That's
man.
awesome.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that.
Sounds
Yeah,
like a
they
golden
can,
ticket.
They can go on and donate, though, because obviously this cause is amazing. We're giving towards Ben Askren and his deal that he's gone
Sure.
through and helping their family. And we're hoping to just expand on this and hopefully get, help their family out a lot with what they're going through.
That's tremendous.
What are some of the new things that are happening this year with the event, as far as like I guess like the auction and things like that?
Yep, that's new. We started slow and just kind of had, an awareness towards the program and the wrestling and gave away some giveaways and raffle prizes. And this year, the community has been amazing. Columbia has reached out and given us quite a few donations and enough that we can make amazing baskets. We've got all sorts of things going in. We've got
Can you tell us a little bit about like what's in there?
yeah,
Like
there's beverage refrigerators, there's awesome baskets and spa type gift certificates. We've had different restaurants that have reached out about giving their gift cards. We've got all sorts of different baskets that'll be great. My coaches' wives have been amazing at reaching out to the community and getting just some really great donations. So we've made that into an auction, silent auction, so anybody can go on there. There'll be a link that we can share. So not only just the people that are coming to the event, but also people that can or want to donate. That'll be amazing.
That's awesome.
Is there anything that really like stands out from the event, like your favorite part?
I don't know. There's lots of favorite parts. I mean, the first part, we're just kind of mingling and getting to know each other. And I'm hoping that Amy Askren is going to come on and maybe do a Zoom. If not a Zoom, she'll be answering questions, just kind of a little bit about what her husband, Ben Askren, has gone through for the last several months and the whole event that happened unfolding with his double lung transplant. So just explaining a little bit about how she's a wife of a wrestler and coach's wife, and just kind of what she's gone through in their battle.
That's very cool. Well, one ticket left. I mean, I guess sign up. Like
Yeah.
one more person sign up.
If you're
Yeah.
watching right now, you better get
Yeah,
that ticket.
next Thursday in the Columns Club, 6 to 8 p.m. The first
Yep.
part is like kind of a social, right? And
Yes.
then the second part is more of the
Program.
program and technique. What are
little
there? Are there going to be
demonstration.
wrestlers again?
Yes, hopefully.
All right. Do we know who?
I don't know. Aiden, are you going to be out there?
He probably will.
Aiden doesn't know it yet, but he's signed up. Aiden, are you going to be at the women's night next week?
All right, there you go. There, sure.
There's one. Who's your partner?
Stoner. All right, I love it. Okay, so yeah, that's fun, and then they usually get some questions from that.
Are you going to do
Censor.
the question box, the unanimous question box again?
That's a good question. Depends on how many beverages are
Yeah.
going out.
I love it.
No, it's good. We like to answer the questions and get people involved and learn about the sport and come out and support Mizzou Wrestling.
Well, we got to bug you a little bit about your husband and coaching and being a coach's wife for, how many ever years
Long
and
time.
what that's like and share with the Tiger Style fans and everybody that's here. Put you on the spot a little bit.
Yeah, I could say boring.
Boring.
He walks to work every day, and you guys are right. We have one car. That was his dream, to live close to campus so he could scoot over and be at camp, be at practice immediately. Walks everywhere. Yeah, I mean, it's if you're a coach's wife, you probably understand it's trying times. I mean, you're alone a lot, so him being closer to campus is good, closer to home. So
You got
Nice.
all the sororities and fraternities right next to your
I
house.
do.
You hear probably every athletic event going on.
Yeah.
I do. I hear Drinkwitz yelling on Thursdays at his
Love it.
team. I hear. I can hear the band. I can hear the fraternities, the sororities. But it's awesome. I mean, we love it. This is something that we had thought about for a long time, is being close to Mizzou. I mean,
Sure.
that's our life.
And here's-
28 years now.
Here's the other thing. You obviously know he hasn't lost his passion. Some of these guys say, I know when it's going to be time to walk away. Even when I see him and he gets to this time of year, he's so excited to go. He hasn't lost the passion to coach, has he?
No, not at all. He loves it every minute, all day, every day. Yep, this is his team, his life, his boys. I mean, he's the father of a lot of boys.
And on the side, he remodels houses.
Yeah, not him.
Well,
I love it.
Coach Smith, you got any questions for Denise? Put her on the spot some more.
Smart man.
No. Well, I think this is pretty special. I'm not sure if you've done the podcast before
I have
or
not.
not, but we
I have
really appreciate you. You just have a gift of like talking with people and having a good time, and I know that it's a little different getting up here and putting on the headset. So we
Yeah.
really appreciate that and looking.
Well, I appreciate all of you and the coaches' wives. I mean, that's a special group, and
Yep.
we're able to do this
Yeah.
because we have that support.
And again, the link will be out for the silent auction.
Yes.
We'll put that out on Twitter and all that good stuff.
I believe I saw that goes live on Saturday. Is that correct?
That's
the,
correct.
The auction.
We will have everything on there, and there's some great things. So yeah, go on. Anybody and everybody, not just the women that are coming to the event.
Love it.
I guess we could ask, before we jump off here, any of the Tiger Style wives have questions for Denise? No, they're like, no way. I'm not doing that to her. So,
Well, we love you. I love you.
well, we appreciate you
Thanks,
again,
Denise.
and we appreciate everybody else that came out this evening.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Sold
yeah,
out.
we just gotta.
Nice.
We are
Hey.
sold out.
I love it.
We're selling it.
As
One
we're sitting
ticket
here.
women's night. Matt's side sold out. Let's keep that going.
Yeah.
Pack the Hearns. November 2nd.
Yes.
We kick things off with the Missouri duels, and then right into the Tiger style invite things. It's going to, right.
You got it right.
All right.
It's that time.
MIZ.
ZOU.
As always, Tiger style, stay ready.